dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread and
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Watch QB down. Hey, 0-0-0.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Great Greenlaw on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check safety, check safety. Check. Shit. Check, cross.
Throwing is Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
A gain of 12. First down Seattle.
Alert.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
Let's look double count right here, double count. 12.
They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. Going for Metcalf into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, You can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
49's the mic. Watch 49. You don't want to. 12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 49.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Ready? Watch the signal. 4 down. 4 down. Pull up the signal. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Tempo.
On second and 11 now. Wilson flushed out right. And now he's going to use Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Get ready. Break that. 380. 54. Yeah, let's get that ball. Right here. Mike 5-4.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Will Disley. Incomplete. It's second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Back.
Here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. And into the end zone. A pick-6 from the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing on second and 14. Wilson. Now he'll pull it down.
Number 3, Russell Wilson on the keeper. A gain of 9 brings up third down.
What? 280. 51. I'm trying to collect. 51, Mike. Mike 51. He's trying to win. He's trying to run. Switch. He's crashing. Alert. Hey, look. Good touch.
Now Wilson. Forced, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
12. Hey, gun. Hey, wahoo! I got you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
21. 49 to Mike. 49. Clock. Let's go. Kill. Go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
49, guys. Mike. 11. I'm on. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. You.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Check 26.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
12. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Watch out. 49. Check 49.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it. Punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Hey, gun.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
49 the mic.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass incomplete on the throwaway.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. 21. 49. Hey, Echo. Hey, defense, let's go. I got you. 49. Hey, watch the slant. 49 the mic. 49. 11. You don't see me in your night.
To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, gun. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Six. 49 the mic.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That's how we do it.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get
through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 75 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Seahawks take over. At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
From the 44, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
First down, Seahawks.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Showing up. Showing up. He's checking right.
Here's Wilson operating from the gun. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
We just saw one of the benefits of a quarterback having mobility. Scrambled around, kept the play alive, and then found a receiver open downfield for a touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
So we got man. Quick the edge.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Here we go. 180. Watch the run. They're running it.
Now on 2nd and 16. Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here we go. 180. Flag. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. 49, guys. Mike.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now it's Lockett. A beautiful fake. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
280. Check tight. Front left. Slam. Jim.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And an alley to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he's got some space here. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Check three, check three.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
From the gun, Wilson rolling to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively? And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
The drive starts with C.J. Prosise, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Russell Wilson sacked. A loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up, and this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. There's Garoppolo to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
49's the mic, watch 49.
Bravo.
49, 49's the mic, 49's the mic.
All day, baby, all day. 65, 65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27. 7-yard line.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Alert.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson flushed out right. He'll run it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Switch. You got tight right there.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 19. 25. Check 24.
Wilson now to throw on third down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Coming to you. Tight dog. Switch.
From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Operating from the gun. Wilson, that's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
13.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing
21.
second and a bundle. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that could be used against them.
Back to throw. Garoppolo. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards that time for number 19. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Garoppolo to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
Hey, here we go. Check 43.
11.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it.
149. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, seam 6. White.
Back to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
So the victory here for Seattle. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy